See, fourth one, midpoint of the line joining the points is 2, 3, then find x plus y. Given points are 4, 1, 4 and x, y, and midpoint is 2, 3. Then find the value of x plus y. So midpoint formula: a x1 y1, b x2 y2, then midpoint of AB equal to x1 plus x2 y2, y1 plus y2 y2, x1 plus x2 y2, y1 plus y2 y2. So here 2, 3 equal to 1 plus x by 2 and 4 plus y by 2. That implies first coordinate equal to first coordinate, second coordinate equal to second coordinate. Implies 1 plus x by 2 equal to 2 and 4 plus y by 2 equal to 3. 1 plus x equal to 4, 4 plus y equal to 6, x equal to 3, y equal to 2, x equal to 3, y equal to 2, implies x plus y equal to 3 plus 2, which equal to 5. Therefore, x plus y equal to 5. What is the value of x plus y? We need to find here. That I found. The value of x plus y is 5. Next one. The point divides the joining the line segment. So point, dividing point has given and 2 points also given. Ratio he wants. The point P2, 3 divides the joining the line points 5, 6 and 8, 9. Then the ratio is 2 given points. Problem number 5. Given points 5, 6 and 8, 9. Dividing point is P2, 3. 2, 3. Then which ratio which divides? See, 2 points. 5, 6 and 8, 9. Point dividing point P 2, 3. Then which ratio which divides? We have a formula dividing ratio x1 minus x is to x minus x2 or y1 minus y is to y minus y2. You can use any one of them to denote the ratio. So dividing ratio equal to x1 5 minus 2 is to 2 minus 8, 3 is to minus 6 equal to 1 is to minus 2. That means therefore dividing ratio is 1 is to 2 externally, right? Because of minus sign we can say the point divides the given line segment externally, depend on negative sign. Suppose you got a positive sign, directly we can say that which divides 1 is to 2 ratio internally. When you got a minus, you have to say which divides externally. When you got plus, which divides internally. So if you have doubt, verify a second formula also. So what is y1 here? 6 minus y is 3 is 2 and 3 minus 9. So 3 is to minus 6, 1 is to minus 2. Both cases we got same answer, right? Next. Let A be 2 points, then A x1 y1 B x2 y2, then distance between the 2 points A x1 square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, or x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So 1 and 3 are correct there. That is direct formula. Next, see seventh problem. A, B, C are collinear. If 3 points A, B, C are collinear, then AB plus AC equal to BC, AC plus CB equal to AB, AB plus BC is equal to AC. So find AB, BC and AC, at them any two sides, whether you are getting a third side or not. Then that points forms collinear points. The points are collinear. So we have to, I said that what is meant by collinear? Points lie on a same line segment, then those points are collinear points. For that we have to find any two sides and add them, whether you are getting a third side or not. Any 2 points, add them any 2 points, whether you are getting a third point or not. Any two, that means AB plus BC, otherwise AB plus AC, otherwise BC plus AC, like that. You have to verify, right? You can get it. Second, so seventh one homework. Now eighth one. Points are collinear as same as seventh one, that is same. AB, BC and AC. Add them any two, whether you are getting a third one or not. Next, ninth one. Collinear, then area of triangle is ABC are collinear, then the area of triangle is equal to 0. Already we used that. Next, 10th problem. ABC are 3 points, then those are collinear, then find the value of P. Value of P we use, already we solved the second problem, same process you can get it. Next, 11th problem, find the distance between the 2 points. We are familiar about distance between 2 points. So A is homework, B is homework, C is homework in the 7th, 11th problem. I will going to explain D from 11th problem. See, homework problems 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11th Roman A, B, C. right? This is our horn. Now D problem, problem number 3 from 11th round. Point as given, the point which from the origin is 10 units, which is from 10 units. Given point, what is the point here? 1 comma x, which is 10 units distance from 0 comma 0, is root 10 units from 0 comma 0. Then he needs the value of x equal to question mark. From this point to this point distance is root 10 units. That means distance between that 2 points. That implies square root of r square plus x square equal to root 10. Squaring on both sides, which implies 1 plus x square equal to 10. Implies x square equal to 9. That implies x equal to plus or minus 3. Right? X square, 1 plus x square equal to root 10. Squaring on both sides. Then x square equal to 9. Then x equal to plus or minus 3. So next 12th problem. A and B, 2 points are given, then find the distance between them. Here x coordinates are 0, then distance between the 2 points difference their y coordinates. So 5 minus 3 equal to 2 is the distance between 2 points. Now 13th one. The coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining AB in the ratio. So dividing point coordinates we need. Dividing point coordinates. 13th one. Given points A 0 comma 0 and B 9 comma 12 and ratio is 1:2. So we need to find the coordinates of that point. Let P x comma y dividing point. Let P x comma y. So dividing point coordinates. Dividing point. Right? So the formula is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. That implies Px comma y equal to mx2 plus nx1. This is m, this is n, and x1 y1, x2 y2. mx2 1 into 9 plus n y1 n x1. So 2 into 0 m plus n m by2 1 into 12 plus n y1 0 by 1 plus 2. Clear? So 9 plus 0 by 3, 12 plus 0 by 3, which is equal to 3 comma 4. Therefore coordinates, that implies px comma y equal to 3 comma 4. Therefore coordinates of the point, therefore coordinates of dividing point is 3 comma 4. Right? Next one. The point which divides the line segment, line joining the points in the ratio A is to B. That also you can do it. Now, next problem. 15th one. 14th one you can do, no problem. The point which divides the line segment joining ratio, same process. Here a plus b, a minus b, a minus b, a plus b has given, but before that only numbers are given. Now 15th one. ABC is an isosceles triangle whose base is BC and B and C coordinates are given. Then coordination of A may be. 15th one. Given ABC is an isosceles triangle. Given triangle ABC is isosceles. Isosceles. B coordinates and C coordinates are also given. B A minus B, B A plus B, comma B minus A, C A minus B, A plus B. Then coordination of A. Let us draw a figure. A, B, C. Where we don't know, that we have to find. B is A plus B, comma B minus A. A minus B, comma A plus B. Here we need to find the coordinates of A, that should be isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means any two sides are equal. Suppose the first option he has given A comma B. Let us take A comma B. A comma B. Then AB square. AB square. AB square equal to A is A coordinates x1, A comma B, B coordinates A plus B and B minus A. Then x2 minus x1 whole square. That implies A plus B minus A whole square plus B minus A minus B whole square. x1 y1, x2 y2, x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square. So b square plus a square, ab square, then ac square, AC square equal to same A minus B minus A whole square plus A plus B minus B whole square. Are you understanding? Cancel, cancel. So B square plus A square. Suppose 1, suppose 2. From 1 and 2, AB square is equal to AC square. AB square is equal to AC square. AB square is equal to AC square. When the coordinates of A comma B. So let us suppose that B comma A. So A comma B are satisfied. No need to verify about B comma A. The never be. Next, suppose let us divide with B with two coordinates. That also option not there. Then let us suppose divide with A the coordinates. A by A is 1 and B by A. That will be sure. One comma B by A, sure this point. Why? Because let us verify that. Same AB square. Now A is 1 comma B by A. Then AB square. AB square is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square. So A plus B minus 1. A plus B minus 1 whole square plus B minus A minus B by A whole square. Let us suppose that apply the formula. Otherwise we will use the different method to finalize this. Then AC square. AC square equal to A minus B minus 1 whole square plus A minus B minus 1 whole square plus A plus B minus B by A whole square. So about these two, suppose A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. Let us substitute here. Then which implies in place of, you can verify yourself, apply the formula A plus B minus C whole square, A minus B minus C whole square, A plus B plus C whole square formula you know. You apply that formula and finally whatever you got the result here. Then again you apply the formula A plus B plus C formula, and then we can get some answer here. That two answers, whether two answers are equal or not. Suppose the two answers are equal, two values are equal, we can say that the two sides are equal. When the two sides are equal, then that is a isosceles triangle. Instead of that, I am using A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2. I am substituting here. A is equal to 1. Then what happens here? A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 whole square is 4. AB square equal to 4 plus, see, 2 minus 1 is 1 and 2 by 1 is 2. See, 1 minus 2 is 1 minus 2 minus 3 and this is plus 2. So minus 1 whole square is plus 1. Clear? Next, AC square. Instead of A we are substituting 1. 1 minus 2. 1 no minus 1 going to be cancelled. So minus 2 whole square equal to 4 plus 1. This is 2, this is minus 2. 2 minus 2 going to be cancelled. So which becomes 1, which is 5, which is also 5. Let us suppose that take 3 comma 2. 3 comma 2. Don't act like that. 4 comma 2. Let us take a equal to 4 and b equal to 2. Then what happens? Let us see. AB square. Instead of a, we are taking 4. B is 2. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 whole square is 25. Plus, and then do one thing. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 4. Take like that. A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 4. So 5. Same answer. And then second case, B is equal to 4. A is equal to 2. Minus 2, minus 2, minus 4 and plus 4, which becomes 0. Right? Now AC square equal to A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 4. Minus 4. So minus 2, minus 1, minus 3. Minus 3 whole square is 9. Now 2 and 4, 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 whole square is 16. 16 is equal to 25, which is also 25. Both are same. So the option A and B are correct. A and D are correct. Understanding? So the coordinates may be, the coordinates of A are A comma B and 1 comma B by A. Clear? Right. Otherwise, if you can't like this, apply the formula A plus B minus C whole square, A minus B minus C whole square, and expand, thereafter simplify, thereafter finally we'll get a value, and keep it aside, and for this also apply the same formula, finally we'll get a same some result. These two results are equal or not. Suppose those are equal, we can decide that these two sides are equal, then that two sides are equal, which becomes a isosceles triangle. Now next one is x-axis dividing ratio. The ratio in which the line segment joining the points divided by the x-axis. X-axis dividing ratio is minus y1 is to y2. Y-axis dividing ratio is minus x1 is to x2. Remember the two formula. See the next problem. The ratio in which the line segment joining the points divided by the x-axis. X-axis dividing ratio. The problem number this is 16. X-axis dividing ratio. X-axis dividing ratio is minus y1 is to y2. So minus y1 is to y2. Given points are what are the given points here? 3 comma minus 4 minus 5 comma 6. 3 comma minus 4 and minus 5 comma 6. The x-axis dividing ratio is equal to minus y1 is to y2 which is equal to what is minus y1 here? So minus of minus which becomes plus, and y2, what is y2 here? 6, 5 comma 6, this is 6, so which is equal to 2:3. So answer is option 1. Therefore x-axis dividing ratio is 2:3, right? The next problem. Here let P and Q be the points on the line segment joining A, B. P and Q be the points on the line segment A and B such that AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. Then find the midpoint of PQ. Very interesting and a little bit difficult one this is. X-axis dividing ratio minus y1 is to y2, then y-axis dividing ratio is minus x1 is to x2. Remember, don't forget. 17th one. Line segment given points. What are the given points here? Minus 2 comma 5, A minus 2 comma 5, and B. What is B here? 3 comma 1, minus 2 comma 5, 3 comma 1, such that given condition, given points, points given points, what are they? P and Q. Condition, what is the condition? AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. Take A and B, 2 points, and P and Q are again 2 points on that joining line segment. Here he has given a condition AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. That means all are equal, right? So let us take that midpoint of, let R be the, let PQR, let R be midpoint of what? PQ, right? Then right here R be the midpoint of PQ. So AR equal to AP plus PR. AR equal to AP plus PR. Clear? Then here the thing is, which is equal to AP is equal to what he said? QB, right? In place of AP, QB. PR is equal to RQ. PR is equal to RQ. Why? Because R is the midpoint of PQ. R is the midpoint of PQ, then PR is equal to RQ. Let R be the midpoint of PQ implies, we'll write here, PR is equal to RQ. No confusion. Right? See, QB plus QR equal to QB plus QR. RQ QR both are equal, which is equal to BR. That implies AR is equal to BR. AR is equal to BR. AR is equal to BR. Right? That means R is the midpoint of PQ, AB. That implies R is midpoint of AB. So R is midpoint of AB. So whatever I want a midpoint, that is the midpoint of AB. So find the midpoint of the given line segment joining the points. That's why the midpoint of, okay, then the midpoint of PQ. But midpoint of PQ is also the midpoint of AB. So midpoint of PQ, midpoint of PQ, midpoint of AB, midpoint of PQ equal to midpoint of AB. So AB is midpoint, x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. 1 by 2 comma 6 by 2 equal to 3. Therefore midpoint of PQ is 1 by 2 comma 3. Therefore midpoint of PQ is 1 by 2 comma 3. Understand? The next one, the vertices represents a square. The sides of the square are equal and diagonals bisect each other and are also equal. Vertices are given here. Those vertices forms a square. A square, all sides are equal. In a square, all sides are equal. Suppose write the vertices here 3 comma 2 and 0 comma minus 0 comma 5 and minus 3 comma 2 and 0 comma minus 1. Then let us suppose that A, B, C, D. Find AB and AB. Find distance between A and B is called AB. Then BC. Then CD. Then AD. Whether these values are equal or not. Suppose those are equal. Which is a? Suppose those are equal. Then find the length of the diagonals. The diagonal, the line segment joining opposite vertices is called a diagonal of a geometrical figure. So BD find, then AC also find it. Understanding? AB, BC, CD and AD I found, and then BD and AC also I found. Here AB equal to BC equal to CD is equal to AD and also AC is equal to BD, then that is a square. This is the process to solve the problem number 18, right? That is also homework. For this, apply this method. Then you can decide that those vertices of a square. Very, very important problem this is.